Hello, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Oracle of the Tides. Like the tides, the message will arrive to you on its own time. All right, I know I've been posting a lot about love lately, but right now we're going to focus on some things that we should look forward to, that the universe has in store for us, messages that need to be received. Anything to do with discernment. Ooh, people, places, things we should be focused on. Okay, the bank, baby. The bank. I know that's right. And the museum. Yes, artifacts. What you have. Yes, baby. Focus on what you have. Focusing on what you have versus what you don't have. What's in storage? What's in your storage? What's in your spiritual storage? What is in your mental storage household? What is in your physical and financial household? Appraise what you have. Look at what you have before you go out and see what you can work with, before you start to get access of things, excessive things over and over. You don't want to drain your bank account, but heavy on money. I'm also picking up heavy air sign, Aquarius energy. I think that was the last reading. Y'all listen to Aquarius energy or a high placement in Aquarius energy, a lot of thought energy and liquidation and money. And I'm also picking up Pisces. So the air and water energy. Just pick one more. Temple. What I say? Focusing on that. This feels like the body. Taking that time to, if you need to go to the doctor, check up on your health. Make sure your temple, your household, your body, your vehicle is set and up to par. Heavy on zinc and medicine. I'm picking up zinc. I don't know if you need to take some zinc. Somebody needs to take some zinc. Also picking up moringa and something else with M. Another plant with M. Mugwort. Someone insomnia. If you're having insomnia, you need to calm down. Also, ironically, mugwort, when you drink it and smoke it, it helps you go into interesting astral states. If you know, you know. Also pairing that with money, whether you're gonna roll some mugwort in some money and keep it in your pocket, your left pocket, or in your shoe or somewhere. But I'm picking up heavy on rolling something in mugwort, rolling your money in mugwort, keeping it by a candle to burn it, bringing in that energy. Heavy on gratitude. If you haven't been putting your gratitude, your libations out, then now's the time. Heavy also on gratitude without expecting anything back. Something about harnessing from that, harnessing those blessings. But now's the time to be like, okay, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for my body, I'm grateful for my health. Speak these words. These are powerful tokens right now. Don't sleep on it. Let's see what else spirit you have. And okay, something was about to flip. All right, see what else you have in store for us all. What's this one? This is the one that I see. That's how I know confirmation. Bridge, connection, pathways, overcoming divisions, baby. Picking up whether it's your sister, whether it's your biological sister or spiritual sister, making those connections. If it's trivial things, put that away. Also on the other side, if it's something that you've kind of let it be. I feel like things will turn ahead and swing back around in a circle when need be. But I feel like for some, making sure that your financial, your physical state is top tier. Also picking up somebody with sickness. Maybe somebody wants to tell you something, maybe a family member. So if that is the case with a sister or someone in the family, an aunt, an uncle, check up on them. Someone has hidden something. Didn't want to talk about it. The ocean, waves, seaside, yes. Purging. Something's going to come to light. Even if you've been feeling a heavy darkness over you, or you've been feeling something like just weighing you down, like on your shoulders, baby, a cleansing. Something's a cleansing, not just physical but spiritual. It feels like a fresh wave, or like just breeze just coming at you, picking up heavy Sagittarius energy. If anybody's trying to complicate shit, don't even worry about it. That's just gonna come back around on them. They got their own things to take care of. Picking up candles, red, penny magic. Also picking up Rose of Jericho, whether somebody's working with Rose of Jericho or you need to work with that. Heavy on keeping your plans a secret. Not telling people everything that you're doing, because even if you feel like they mean well, they're still monitoring spirits. And I'm not saying that for people to be spooked, because there's energies out there and you never know, you know. Sometimes you just need to keep things to yourself, you know, and let things unfold. You don't have to tell everybody what you're doing. You know, if the spirit moves you, if you get confirmation from your ancestors, then go right ahead, you know. At the end of the day, you're going to make your own choices. Heavy on a breeze, yes. I'm picking up a cleansing, a refreshing energy, cold glass of water, like a wave coming over, just washing. Heavy on a baptism. Somebody could be going through a transformation right now, releasing a lot of things. Yeah. And for some of you guys, some people have turned over a new leaf, right? Turn over a new leaf, and they're like, okay, dang, you know, this shit ain't working. I'm tired. You know, my shit was stinking, and now I'm just done. And whatever that shit was, that was the final straw that brought them to the light. They're like, okay, I'm done. I'm ready. But I feel like for some, there's still that like energy, hag or whatever it is, lashed onto them, you know. Heavy on an auntie too. I don't know if some of you guys have issues with your aunt, or connected to someone with your aunt, that, you know, but someone is like, I sense something like grabbing onto somebody's shoulder and pulling on the back of their shirt with long claws and nails, like a hag. They're holding on desperately. It's like, notice me, notice me, notice me. You know, you keep on, you're going. Yeah, rest, relaxation. You're sitting comfort, pausing. Yeah, you focusing on you. They're hoping that you will pause. They're hoping that you'll turn around and go back, but you're not. And the more you move forward, the more they lose their energy. They lose all their energy, baby. Just looking at that. They lose all that energy. Do not be fooled by sweet nothings. Do not be fooled by, oh, let's reconnect. Let's go out. Let's do this. Let's do that. Because they're just going to try to find a win. And, you know, tigers can't change their stripes. They're just going to find a different way of doing things, you know. Seeing how they can get into your energy. You know, for the softies out there, you know, that are like, oh, you know, they're sweet, they seem chill right now, we're doing this, we're hanging out. Heavy on autumn, I don't know, going out for somewhere where there's like coffee, leaves on the ground or something, like maybe a walk in the park or something like that. You're like, oh, everything seems great. And that's the illusion of seeing great, you know. They're gonna start prying into your head and asking you questions. They're gonna be nonchalant about it, but they're being very calculative. They just don't want to show off their energy towards you. And also, don't be fooled. Ooh. What we have: library, arena, amusement park. Yep. This is your playing ground. You got your knowledge. You hold the cards. What you want to do. Don't, you know. People are hoping, some of those people are hoping that, you know, you'll be their circus and they could just play around in your energy. You know, that's for you. That's your downtime. You know, people want to be on your stage and play around in it. People want your knowledge so they can just play around in it. They don't want to do the work. Heavy on they don't want to do the work. They just want to come into your space and you know, do what they do because it feels like, oh well, they can handle it. Oh well, they earned this, so they have this entitlement where you should just give them the energy that you accumulate. They feel like you should give them the space that you acquired. They feel like, and they have an entitlement that you should give them all the knowledge, you know, the free gems, because maybe they look at you like a high priestess, and they feel like, heartbreak puss. They feel like, we're gonna get to that. They feel like, yeah, they should just, it's owed to me. Isn't it their job? Isn't that supposed to what they're supposed to do? Like, no, you know, and those people haven't learned their lesson because they don't even realize not everything, you know, what are you going to do with it? Ask them that. What are you going to do if you give this? So sometimes people just want to know just to know. A lot of people feel that they just want to have fun with it. Let them have fun at somebody else's own expense. Now, if you want to sit around and entertain that, by all means, that is your choice. I will not take it away from you. This is just, you know, some spiritual advice, honey. But if you want to take that, go right ahead. But heavy on picking up a man-child and a child in general. They don't take anything serious, and not in a way where it's like you're just chilling, but like they don't have a measure of quality in things and like appreciation with things. They just be like, oh, it's there, I'm just gonna do. Oh, it's there, I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna take. They're just gonna give it to me, and who gives a fuck? You know, heavy on that. Now, like I said, if you entertain that stuff and that's for you, you know, that's how you move. That's your magic, you know, if it's working for you. You know, but for my people, it's like, nah, you know, that's your sign and signal. That's like, okay, confirmation. No matter what, they're a big ass kid, you know. Or pick it up also like an uncle that never grows up, or like a man child that never grows up, a person that never grows up, you know. Let's see. Yeah, pick this one. Let's see. Lost love and grief, memories and heartbreak. That one came out. Let's get some clarification on that. You know what? You know, this weather has been kicking my butt. You know, I've been spoiled by like, excuse me, I've been spoiled by the southern heat. It drops down a little bit and like my whole body's like, no. Oh, there you go. And there he comes. Okay, you're here. Open your heart. All right. Heartbreak and open your heart. Let's see, who is that? Is it you? Is it someone else that you left behind? Oop. Is it you? Is it someone that you left behind? Someone's knocking on that door, or your old a shadow self. Maybe you release the shadow self. Don't let that shadow self come back. You know, and I'm all about duality, but if you shed like a tremendous load or an old self, that you feel like it's like it feels like somebody just shed a dead body. You know, it feels like it, and it looks like a curled up fetus. You know, that it's like wants to come back in, but you're looking. There's no need. Don't try to find a reason for that old energy to come back in, move forward. You know, open your heart to something else. And I'm not just saying like intimacy with people, but your heart chakra in general. For those who use, and if you know, like you working with your heart chakra and other chakras, you know, open them up. You work with that. Leave that other stuff behind. Don't be afraid to step through that door, baby. Don't be afraid to cross that threshold and leave. You can't take every shed snake scale with you for memory, you know, not to be harsh, but you know, to give you the truth on the matter. Leave that be. Yeah, narcissists, people, whether whether you felt like you started to become a person that you didn't really love, you know, or you didn't like at all, which you shed that body, or you've shed from being around a narcissistic person. And they're like a shell of a ghost. There's no need to open up your heart to them. There's no need for you to go back heavy on that. I'm picking up heavy on leaving dead body where it is. You know. Yeah, leave that where it is. I gotta pull on one more card and I'll switch it back to the deck. What is that? Honeymoon. Yeah, the honeymoon phase is over. Time to move forward. I know I said one more. Yep, divorce. Leave that shit. Leave that alone. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a memory. And for some people just want to go back just to go back because they don't know anything else. You know. But there's no need. All right. Let's get one more. We're going to close it out. What other message do we have for the collective during this time? What do we have? What do we have? Okay. I'm going to take it nice and slow. Open up those doors. Let's see. Birthplace and dreams. Going back. Yes. Pursuing your goals. Go back. Yeah, going back to where you first started. You know, that nostalgia, if you've lost track of some projects and some things you had to, you know, take care of, you're going, like, go back to that. Don't feel like, you know, other people's whispers and, you know, they feel like, you know, you need validation. Go back to that. Sometimes it also requires you to go back to your childhood. Heal that child wound, you know, heal that, all those dreams. Think on those things, you know, heavy on taking a moment, you know, or even a day to like nourish your body. But while you're nourishing your body, nourish those old memories of your childhood. If there was something, even if it was like you may not have had the best, but if there is a beautiful memory there that just gave you so much joy, pull that to the front of your mind's eye, you know. Create that thought form that gives you that same joy, you know, because sometimes life will, you know, beat us down a little bit, and we start to become worn out, and we start to lose hope, you know. Bring that old spark back, that old joy back, you know, that nostalgia, refreshing your energy. And it's like that, you know, whether you want to take a bath, you know, shed some more stuff, or just like play some Legos or whatever, you know. Sometimes you gotta kick into overdrive. I don't care if it's playing a video game or holding a doll that you used to love, you know. And if it leads you into shedding some emotional tears for you to release, all right, heavy on that, then so be it. All right. Oh, dang. A card fell out. I knew that was a night coming towards. Yeah. Let's get clarification on that. You know, and yes, things will come and test us all the time. And energies will come towards us, and, you know, sometimes they're positive and sometimes they're on the other spectrum. And instead of looking at it as everything is like, you know, negative, take it as an opportunity to strengthen your second shield, you know, to see where the weak spots are for you, you know. Those are great opportunities to do so. It's like, okay, well, dang, you know, I got a weak spot in this chakra here. I got a weak spot in my mental household here. Or, you know, even if you feel, as far as like not feeling beautiful, sit with it. Like, what triggers me? What were those things? And dive into how you want to heal them, you know. If you want to put on some makeup, put on some pink, some eyelashes, take some pictures, whatever, go out, you know, you'd be surprised. Just to channel that energy. Once you get there, and it may not happen at the first time, but also it could happen at the first time, you know. And when that energy comes, take it, hold it, harness it, and remember it. So when those, you know, moments come where you're not feeling, you can call that energy back. It's like a superpower. Just like we have the thought forms, it's like the same thing with the energy. Call that energy back, you know, that you have bottled up. You know, safeguard, gem and jewels. Excuse me. Call those energy back to you. You know, watch things move. It's like your secret weapon. You know what I'm saying? All right. I know I keep saying one more for tonight, so let's see. And closing message. Spirit, what is the closing message for the collective? What do I need to relay at this time? All right. Nope. You're gonna wait. Holy Spirit, collective, Great Mother, sky, from the oceans to the earth. We call upon those energies. We call upon ourselves. We call upon our highest self. That's a lot of cards. I'm going to take this one. Garden. Look at that. Fruitation, nourishing it. Yes, blooming. Taking care. Look at that's a beautiful card to end with. And on the bottom of the deck, financial center. Yes. Your stock market, your business, you get into it. Capricorn energy. You know, moving around that. Also, like I said, quick reminder, if you have any legal fees or any paperwork or taxes or LLC, get into it, because as I feel like something's about to get moving and it's going to come real quickly. But beautiful card to end with. Yes, look at those flowers blossoming like you. All right, that is your message. Please like and subscribe if you received anything from this. Until next time, listen to what the ties have to teach you. All right.